It's cool to be here. I hear something not opening. Round up, homies. Good day to you. Good day to you. Come on in. Who we got here? Tammy from Florida. Florida. Got my man Rich. What's up? Just furnished your rental property. That is very cool. Travel nurse furnished it. Yes, good for you. Tammy, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. I don't know where you at. Alicia. Wow. Look at that beautiful smile, Clarence. Holy cow. That is a gorgeous smile. Alicia. Seattle. Man, I heard it's beautiful out there. My wife went out there looking for a job many, many years ago. Aaron, what's up, homie? It is good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. If you don't mind, y'all, let me know where you're chiming in from. It is as we round up, we pass it 99,000. I can't even believe I'm saying this. 99. I remember when I had 9. It was like a few
Wow.
years ago. Round up, we're passing. We did it. I feel like as I get older, I look back on things. We bought a house, we raised $100,000, we passed a mill, we're growing a large audience. It's almost like, man, if you put your mind to it, you can do it, right? I don't care what it is. Round up, we're walking the walk. Thanks to you to voting us in. Good day to you. Hi, I am Kris Haskins, and my mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. And doing that roundup, homies, my real estate roundup supporters, I get to bring you some of the most phenomenal people that I get a chance to meet. You're going to hear Preston in the back. He's screaming all night. Running mates, people that are doing business, not necessarily just talking about doing business, which led me to hang out with my friend and the good Norfolk State graduate CPA Clarence Harris. How you doing, brother?
I am doing fantastic. Mr. Haskins, how are you doing this evening?
Man, I'm blessed. I think I got a little indigestion. I'm having some. I think I'm gonna go get a heart
Uh-oh.
check, man. Like having some indigestion. Anyway, other than that, I'm good, bro.
Awesome, awesome. What's going on, Roundup?
The Roundup fan, we're passing 99,000, y'all. I need your help. We only need 800 more people. 800 more supporters to pass 100,000. I
Wow.
got something really, huh?
You doing a party?
Yeah, well, I want to talk to you about what to do and especially vent to get all the rounduppers together, man. It's just you guys, sometimes I tear up thinking about how special you are to me. I feel like you're all family members to me, so it's
Yeah.
important I take care of you.
Okay. Yeah. I would love to collaborate on something, some sort
Mhm.
of event. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, man, it's something, so get subscribed up. So tonight roundup, I don't even want to, you have no idea. Clarence is a busy gentleman. He manages several, I don't even know if he wants to disclose how many, but a whole bunch of short-term rental, travel nurse, Airbnb, vacation home properties, right? And I have been
Mhm.
literally chasing this man down. He could lie because he knows it's true. I'm like, Clarence, we're gonna do this. What we doing? What's the date, time frame? Is it today?
Yes,
Is
sir.
this
You
today?
have. You have. But we're here. We are
Tell
here
him,
now.
Clarence. Give him some backstory, man. I want people to know that. I mean, I love transparency because it's like you can't pull the
Yeah.
car back on me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you definitely have been persistent, diligent, and getting me to sit and let's get this workshop to the community. Let's get it out to the people. And as you mentioned, I do a lot of things in addition to managing all the various properties that I have,
And you're
and
a CPA. You got CPA tax clients.
and it is tax season now. It is tax season, but actually, I've worked out some deals with other CPA partners, and I'm funneling a lot of because I get a lot of requests for folks that want me to help them with their accounting and taxes. And
No.
I'm pushing them out to other CPAs that I partner with, unless it makes a strategic sense. Now, I still love to work with all of the real estate investors, all of the other short-term rental operators, because it's just a great synergy. And so I'll still work with them as it relates to their accounting and taxes. But outside of that, I do have a team of other CPAs that can assist. So,
If you want to
but
hire Clarence to do taxes, I'm not going to let you do that. I'm going to intercept
Oh,
the phone call somewhere because he is.
listen, I promise I will push them. I'll make sure that they're taken care of, even if it's not me. They're in great hands.
Oh,
We got a team of great CPAs.
that's cool. All right. Well, I guess we could send you some more clients then. When I
Yes,
told
sir.
to you, Claire, I get, man, I'm like, we need to go do this. Let's do this. I like, what you doing, Clarence? Taxes, taxes. So, round up tonight, we are opening up the short-term rental Airbnb travel nurse workshop. And since you are here, I've got an unbelievable, an incredible, and electrifying gift for you. The workshop is going to be on damn near free, right? Just for you today. All right. So Clarence is going to go over what he's tonight. We're gonna open up registration. Right. You can follow along what Clarence is going to be covering. Whole lot of stuff. He even has this short-term rental property analyzer. He's going to be going over where you put your numbers in and it computes them all out. So Clarence Harris, let's do
Yes,
this, my
sir.
friend. What we got
Yes,
going on
sir.
for the people?
All right. Well, we got a lot of great things that's going on, and so behold the green and gold. Absolutely, Spartan Legion. That's what I am. But in terms of what we're going to be able to cover, I got some bullet points. Am I able to share some of the bullet points? How would you like to do this, Mr.
Yeah, where
Haskins?
your screen at? Did you get your screen or what you want to do it on the screen or you want me to just bring them up to you?
Just bring them up. You
All right,
bring
cool.
them up.
Let's do it. Oh, so the main thing is, Clarence, even before we get into the moving parts of the
Yep.
travel nurse short-term rental business,
Yep.
should we be thinking about how to structure like a company or like LLC or S corp? How's all that work?
Absolutely. Absolutely. When you start any type of business, you need to be thinking about what type of entity structure that you're going to have. And honestly, a lot of folks will ask, whether they're doing a short-term rental business, whether they're wholesaler, flipper, what entity structure should I choose? And the answer is it really depends on the circumstances. And there's some
Mm.
general guidelines, but we are definitely going to cover some of the more common entities. We'll talk about the advantages, the disadvantages, and why one entity may be better than another entity for your specific situation. So, you got structures such as sole proprietorship, general partnership, limited liability partnership, limited liability company, corporations. Corporations come in different flavors. Do you want the C corporation? Do you want the S corporation? So we'll be able to, as a part of this workshop, because even before you start your short-term rental business, there's some fundamental things from an business administration standpoint and setup standpoint that we have to take care of, and actually selecting the right entity structure as a part of that. We talk about who are the key advisors when you start your business startup, and who are your key advisors that you need to have on your team, or your key team members, as you like to say, Mr. Haskins. Who are your running mates that you're going to have
Yes.
when you're doing this short-term rental business? So we're going to give you all of the goods.
I'm
So,
so excited to be doing this stuff, y'all. So round up, if you're just joining us, I'm Kris Haskins. We're passing 99,000 subs. I'm hanging out tonight. We're opening up the Travel Nurse Airbnb short-term rental workshop. We've been working on this for 2 months now, right? And it's finally here. The dates and everything are going to be in the video description below. You can sign up. Early registration starts right now. Super early bird registration for all my round up homies that support me and show up during the live. Today only, you're going to get this course for nothing but a couple of tanks of gas, right? That's it. This workshop. You're
yep,
going to hang out with
couple of
Clarence for
tanks of
5 hours.
gas.
That's it. Couple of
That's
tanks of
it.
gas. That's going to end tonight. Period.
Mhm.
After that, it's going to be, you'll still get an early bird, but it won't be the super early bird. So, Clarence, let's talk about dealing with cleaners. Are you going to be covering? Because I know I run Airbnbs too, but not to the level of you.
Right.
Will you be covering stuff, how to find cleaners?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll cover how to manage your cleaners, what to look for in the
Mm,
cleaners. Yes, and the cleaners are a critical part of that's a critical part of your team, your running mate. So yes, we're going to cover how to coordinate with the cleaners. We're going to cover how to coordinate with your operation managers, and depending on this short-term rental business, whether you're doing Airbnb, VRBO, traveling nurses, or any other variation of doing short-term rentals, you can be very active in it, or you can be very passive in it. So we'll talk about, if you want to be very passive, what's a good strategy related to being very passive in it. Meaning, and when I say very passive, meaning you're not putting all of your time and effort in it. And then some folks are a little bit more hands-on. So we'll give you some keys if you want to be a little bit more hands-on with it. So
Tell me
it's
what that
ways to
looks like.
make.
What does that look like, Clarence, for on both sides of the spectrum? Because I know when I talk to my business partner, Ron, he don't want to do nothing. He just want to,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. And so in the most simplistic form, so let's take your partner Ron. He wants to get into the short-term rental business. Well, form strategic partnerships, get the running mates, like you say. So if he was to meet someone like myself, who I don't mind getting my hands dirty and getting into business, me and him could form a great partnership. I mean, me and you have formed a great partnership, just to be
He's
frank
already in,
about
yeah. He's already
it.
in.
Yeah.
I think the good thing about it is with guys like me, we don't need to squeeze all the money. What I've learned in my matriculation as an entrepreneur, not to
Mhm.
squeeze all the money out of a deal, and you leave money on the bone for other people, man. It's almost like you become attractive. Is that kind of how you see it?
Absolutely. And the one thing that's been key and critical in my growth during this business is, there's deals that I've done by myself, but I've done a lot of deals partnering up with others. And if we are a like-mindedness, and we have a goal, we set our goals, we set what our intentions are going to be, this can be a great way for to create great partnerships where we can continue. We get our first property, our second property, our fourth property, our fifth property, our 10th
Yeah.
property, and
Wow.
continue to snowball and just
Something,
build
Clarence.
great cash flow and wealth building. It's I've been able to share this business with people that are dear to me, key friends who by themselves they were not able to, well, they didn't think that they were able to get into real estate, but some things we pooled our resources together. So we'll talk about even that strategy. And
Thank you.
so
Hey, by the way, talking about strategies and doing partnerships, that one we were looking at with Rodriguez, she called me earlier today.
okay,
She's going to go and do all the work. So she said
okay,
once they get the work done, then they want us just to just manage it as opposed to doing all that work. So just an update for you, brother.
okay.
How about the
And
document? Go ahead, Clarence. I'm sorry.
and what I, if you don't mind, because I, some folks have asked me, they say, Clarence, you're a CPA, so how did you get started
Yeah, go ahead,
with
bro.
this
Tell them.
short-term rental business? So several years ago, I have a partner. She's a CPA as well, and and she has mentioned this, hey, corporate housing, and she kept mentioning this thing to me several years ago,
Uh-huh.
and she kept telling me, Clarence, you got to get into this. And there were a couple of key things that made me say, you know what, I need to jump into this. So
When was this, by the way, Clarence?
this was probably 2017-ish,
Gotcha.
2017,
Gotcha.
2018. She was talking to me going right into 2019. And that's when I actually got started.
Okay. Get
But
your questions in the chat, by the way, Roundup. We're here with Clarence opening up the short-term rental workshop, Airbnb travel nurse. Go.
yeah, so she actually has properties in Northern Virginia and in Southern Virginia. So up near the DC Arlington area, as well as in the Hampton Roads, Virginia area. And I used to have a property that I had a long-term tenant in, that I was in Virginia Beach. And I think that the rate I was renting at the time was about $1,400 a month. And she has a property in the same neighborhood, literally a 2-minute walking distance, very same neighborhood. And she told me, she was like, wow, Clarence, she was like, in my short-term rental, over the course of 4 months, I grossed $16,000. And I said, wait a minute. This property, I was struggling to get my tenants to pay me $1,400 a month. In 4 months, you grossed $16,000. Wait a minute,
How
you're
was your
gonna ask.
stomach? Tell me about your stomach. How did that feel at that time when you heard that?
I was like, how? And how do I get in the game? That's what my stomach said. How? And so 16,000 over 4 months. Let me see. If
Are
I
you
can
over there like,
that's $4,000 a month on average. And I was struggling to get 1,400. And then the next thing she did, she closed me. This is how she closed me, Kris. If everyone knows what a 1099 is, all my independent contractors know what a 1099
you
is.
better?
Um, but it's similar to your W-2. For an independent contractor, it'll show, non-employee compensation. It'll show gross rent revenues. Well, anyway, she had a 6-unit apartment complex in the city of Norfolk that she was doing short-term rentals Airbnb on. And she showed me her 1099 for the year of 2018. And the number was humongous. And I even divided it by 6 to see how much each unit was bringing in. I'm like, wait a minute, that property? And I thought the property was in the hood. And I'm
It
like, you
might have
can't.
been.
Yeah. And, because
Might have been.
I've had a multi-unit not too far from there. And I know I was getting at best 750, 800 a month. She was averaging about $2,000 a month per unit.
Oh my
Like,
Lord.
really a 6-figure 1099 that I saw.
Holy
I said,
cow.
right.
I know your gut is even worse at that time.
Right. And so when I saw that, I said, you know what? Hey, it's time to get in the game.
She closed
I'm
you out.
sold. And for her to be a CPA telling me, Clarence, you need to get in the short-term rental game. Maybe take a break, minimize what you're doing on the accounting side and add this short-term rental, add this another stream of income, multiple streams of income. And I said, okay, I'm going to get started. So
Good for you.
2019, I had an opportunity. We purchased a townhouse in Virginia Beach. One of my good friends said, hey, I'm about to list this property. Before I list it, do you want it, Clarence? I went over there that same day. I said, yep.
Boom.
We purchased it, and that was the first property, and we've been growing ever since.
Good for you, man. I am just honored to have met you. I'm so glad I did that one deal. You met my man Smitty. He talked to me. He was like, "You need to meet this guy." Smitty has a spidey sense. He knows, real recognize real. So he
Right.
knows people doing that stuff. It's an honor. Roundup tonight. We're with Clarence Harris opening up the virtual. This is all virtual. We won't be doing it live. We try to do all that stuff. Clarence is pulling me to do this live thing. I'm like, so we're eventually we will do a property tour with a bus and all that. But this one here, we have to get the word out. We have to get the word out before the summer so you can implement and deploy now. Because tell them how summertime rolls with these short-term rentals. Clarence.
Well, in this business, there is seasonality, and I imagine that's probably all across America. But generally speaking, the summer is the hot months, and you're going to make the most money, most bang for your bucks in the summer. And the thing that I'm excited about for everybody that attends this workshop and my profit analyzer, my budget analyzer, is we even bake in seasonality. So even if you have a good idea of what you're going to make for the year, we can actually factor in that seasonality so you can predict, hey, what is January, February, and March going to be compared to April, May, June, compared to June, July, August.
Gotcha.
But yeah, definitely the summer is the hottest month. So,
Sweet.
you can get in and be operational right for the summer. Most likely you are going to be very excited once you see the numbers come in.
Yeah, it's really cool. Rashid, welcome. Thank you. I appreciate your support, my friend. We will see you next Saturday. We'll see you at the workshop. Mary, is it live or in person? We will be, I'm sorry, online is the workshop. It is online, all virtual for right now. Tammy wants to know, Clarence, how do you attract travel nurses? Do you contact local hospitals or something like that?
That's definitely a strategy that you can do. And then there's various booking channels. Certain booking channels are better towards certain niches of clients. So travel nurses, there are the booking sites that are very niche to travel nurses. And then honestly, I believe I have the best results because I do multi-channel to bringing in guests. So
So good
not only
point.
do you have booking channels, I um, network within my community in terms of referral partners. I let them know, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is who I'm looking for. And
Mm-hmm.
for example, if you're looking for travel nurses, you need to start networking with the folks in that community, in the medical community. Let
Yep.
them know what you're doing. So,
I think the secret is, Clarence, as I get older, is there is no secret necessarily. It's just multiple things. So we have multiple ways to find real estate deals. It's not just one thing.
right.
Ron LeGrand told me if you depending on one, you're in trouble. So
Right, right. And same thing with this business. I get some clients, through channels like a Airbnb. I get some clients through my relationships with real estate investors. I get some clients through, I'm in BNI, which is a networking
mm,
organization where folks are trained to show you how to pass referrals to one another. I get referrals from that. So I'm,
sweet,
you know,
sweet. Round up. If you're just joining us, I'm hanging out with my man Clarence Harris. We are doing the Travel Nurse Airbnb short-term rental workshop. It's the date is going to be next Saturday. So I don't know when you'll watch this, but if you join today, you're going to get the super early bird discount right now. I don't know why I'm doing it this cheap because I love you. I want to make sure that we support you. We could charge way more for this. It was a couple tanks of gas and get registered up in the video description. And you're gonna be hanging out with Clarence Harris and myself and me all day. You're gonna get us all day, ask questions, find out how in the world, because I'm new to this. I'm new to necessarily doing it without owning it. Clarence, how did you come upon this part of the business where you can actually do this business without even owning the property, which is why I love it?
right. It's definitely, I can't think of the word that I want to use, but it definitely levels the playing field for a
Mm,
lot of folks where, unlike, in traditional real estate investing where you got to have 20% down just to get into a property.
financing, closing
Right.
costs, all that stuff.
hmm you literally, once you know what you're doing, you literally can go in with, in some cases, as little as a deposit, first month's rent, and you have a property under control. So it's, man, it's a great way to get in the
It's
game.
truly amazing. It's truly amazing. If you're looking for a way to get paid in real estate or to start to create some passive income in real estate investing without having to actually buy the property, this is for you. I'm telling you because I'm doing it. Clarence and I are looking at houses every week together. We're looking at houses all the time together, and I'm a real estate guy.
Right,
Why would I want to go out there and sacrifice we're at the top of the market right now. At the top of the market now, we still do buy,
right,
but in my opinion and from my perspective, it's just a little easier to go in and talk to landlords. And clients, even the ones that we've been looking at, some landlords haven't received rent in 4 or 5. That last one we looked at, Colonial, the guy didn't have rent. He was trying to get a tenant out.
right. And this is an absolutely great time to be able to partner with frustrated landlords because, they are hurting, especially since the pandemic. Either they have vacant homes, they have tenants who ain't been paying them. So this is a great time to form the relationships with some of the property owners who are looking for you to solve their problem, and their problem is ain't no money coming into my property.
Hmm.
So,
I
this is
love it.
actually an opportunity for you to be a valuable resource, and everybody can make money.
Oh shoot! Hold on, I got this thing sold. Oh no, second. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me edit this. So,
Okay.
Clarence, let's talk about that short-term rental property analyzer. Tell me about that, brother. You want to pull that up or what?
Uh, yeah, let's see. I want to, well, let me just pull it up first. Let's see, share screen. Whoops.
Sorry about that, y'all. I had it sold out. I mean, it's not sold out. You're good. Clarence, can you do this? Alicia wants to know, can you do this with any home? Can you do this with homes and condos? So Erica, it's not sold out. Sorry about that. I just had to change the settings. You're good.
Yeah, you can. Here's the caveat. Wherever you do business at, and we'll kind of talk about the differentiating factors, which would require you to get certain permits, but you may need to check with your locale and get the appropriate permits if you're doing short-term rentals. And in our area, and I'm only speaking to my area, Hampton Roads, Virginia, short-term rentals are defined as stays less than 30 days.
I got
So,
you. Roundup, I had to change the settings. If it says sold out, sorry about that. Just refresh your screen and you can go back in there. We had the settings change. The settings, my team had it set for renovation class we did last week. I only had 12 tickets, so please forgive me. So you're good. We just refresh it and you can get back in. It says sold out, Charles. Sorry about that, brother. Sold out. Mary, sorry. Please forgive me. We're working on getting it right. We're good to go. Just refresh the link. Chris, the link is in the video description below. You can get signed up. That super early bird special will end tonight. Okay, which is no big deal. We're still going to give you a early bird special, but after tonight. And if you want, make sure you hit that button to get the recording so you can follow along with. You can come back and study with it later. What do we have here?
Oh, hold on. Having technical difficulties.
Mary Ann Shelton, thank you for supporting us. We look forward to seeing you at the Travel Nurse Airbnb short-term rental workshop. Oh man, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. Clarence Harris, if you're just joining us, my camera looks crispy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Looks real crisp. Well, you gotta start spending some money. When you get 100,000 subscribers, my wife is like, Chris, you gotta step it up a little bit. And she's right. I gotta make sure we got the right gear. Round up tonight, we're opening up the workshop, so get signed up. The link is in the video description. Put your questions in the chat, and we will have the super early bird special good for the next few hours today only. All right, Clarence, with your CPA brain, put this craziness together.
Forgive me if it looks like it's too much, but I think it is very useful. I think your accountant will love it. But
So
no,
everybody gets this that comes. Everybody's going to get the short-term rental property analyzer, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Okay.
And believe it or not, Chris, not only is this really great for when you do your short-term rentals, but actually this is a cash inflow outflow budget. So really, even if you have another type of business, you can use this type of format.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that is very foundational, really, for any business, setting up a budget, a forecast. What do you really believe you're going to do? Because when you're looking for funding, people are going to ask you about things like this. They want to see these numbers. And so this allows you to make the right decision. But this one is specifically tailored to short-term rentals. And if I'm going to be honest, Chris, every time I get a new property, I just plug the numbers right in here.
Blow it up a little bit for us, Clarence. So go over a few of the Excel, the columns there, so we can kind of get an idea. Round up. The link is in the video description. Please, if it has sold out, just refresh your screen. I'm sorry about that. Trevor, one of our members, thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you can't make it that day, just make sure you sign up and hit that you want the recording. So we'll send you the recordings if you can't come that day. Thank you, Trevor, for putting that in there. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. And so how it kind of starts off is, hey, what's the property address? We'll put that in, the annual forecast, and we'll go into more details about different ways that you can predict what you believe
Forecast.
the annual
I love it.
Forecast, or basically how much money can I expect to receive from this property for the entire year doing a short-term rental. So with this particular property, it has a forecast of $45,200. Actually, this is the actual property that I have.
Okay.
Right here, depending on how many, everybody will have different strategies on how long they want a particular guest to stay.
Gotcha.
Some folks will say, hey, you know what? I want a guest to stay a minimum of 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
I want a guest to stay a minimum of 60 days. Some folks will say, I want a guest to stay a minimum of 7 days. Hey, it's your business. You can pick what that is. But if you like, for purposes of this, I said, we're probably going to have 3 guests at the most each month. So we're
Gotcha.
looking at probably like 10-day stays, between 7 to 10-day stays. So I'm just going to assume we have 3 what we call cleanings per month. And we plug in what we think our cleaning costs per occurrence is going to be. If we're going to hire somebody to help us with our guest reservations and coordination, we can put in what we're going to pay them. And then when we go to a property owner, they may express, hey, I want $19.50 per month in rent. Or if you want to estimate what you believe a property owner would want. And there's ways to kind of get a rent estimate of what a property is. You'll plug that in. And how I have this thing set up, it just flushes out all throughout there. And I talked about that seasonality.
Good Lord.
So January,
CPA
February,
brain.
March.
You know what, y'all? It's funny
April,
working with a
May.
CPA. Working with it. I mean, your brain just goes straight to the numbers, yo. I could never do this.
Right. And so you'll see that the annual amount still is the 45,200, but you can
Gotcha.
see that the best months,
Summer.
5,400 in June, 6,100 in July,
Good Lord have mercy.
5,900 in August.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And,
All right.
and
Well,
how
we'll
we
give,
came,
go ahead.
yeah, how we came up with this, the seasonality, that's just based on statistics. I have a program that gives me the statistics of across the region, how rent revenues will come in related to your short-term
I
rental.
appreciate that, Clarence. Roundup, you have to come to the workshop to get the deal analyzer. You have to come to the workshop. I mean, come on, we're giving you this workshop for nothing but some cars might be 1 tank of gas in today's climate, right?
Hummers.
So, and that's today only. This super early bird discount will end today, right? So it'll still be affordable after this. We'll still have an early discount if you miss it today. But I wanted to just give my roundup homies that are like my super supporters, man, and just believe in what we're doing. I wanted to say thank you, right, from the bottom of my heart, yo. You have made our channel a winner, and I get to magnetize myself to attract people like Clarence. And y'all know from the beginning, I don't necessarily have a lot of time. So when I meet dudes like Clarence, I try to meet up with him. And I was working with him over the weekend on another speaking event, running mates. So you're going to learn right from the people that I'm doing business with. This is the guy I'm working with right now. The guy, the direct deposits, he got tenants. He took one of my Clarence. If you don't mind, give him real quick. How did we get started working together? You want to tell them that story so they can kind of understand the
Yeah.
progression of how we got here and to share so they'll know how to do it too?
Yeah, absolutely. So myself, again, I'm very active in real estate investments and real estate opportunities. So I happened to be on Facebook and I saw a opportunity for a property that was lease option. And I love lease options as a strategy, even to acquire and dispose of properties. So I went out there. They said it's going to be a property tour for this potential lease option property. I went out there, met one of your running mates, and I believe I made an offer. Hey, this is what I would like to do with this property. He reached out to me. I think he liked me. I mean, and he passed the information on to you, and we kept in communication. We networked, and I believe first time, you were like, "Wait a minute, who are you?" And I said, "Look, how about this? How about we get on a video call? I'm gonna share who I am, and I want to know who you are."
No doubt.
So,
no doubt.
yeah. So
Here we
the
are.
art of networking.
It works.
Continuing. Yeah. And so really continuing, and I tell folks, you got to get out there, you got to look for the deals, congregate where the other investors are. And so just by matter of fact of me doing a strategy, just going on Facebook, going into the marketplace, looking for properties, contacting, showing up, letting folks know, hey, I'm Clarence Harris. This is what I do. I would love to take this property. And then, we got to talk, and you mentioned that you had a property that is crazy because, if the folks haven't checked it out, you can actually check out the property, how a Section 8 tenant leaves your property on the Kris Haskins channel. So check that out. I think it was maybe about 4 months ago.
Yeah.
But literally that property, I was able to partner with you, Kris, and we revamped it. I think it looks a lot prettier. It's I get great
cleaner.
Yeah, cleaner. I get great reviews. Actually, today I just got a booking, and this is the slow season, but just to kind of give you some numbers, I got a booking. Somebody wants to stay there for maybe 29 days, and I think that's grossing $3,200. So
good Lord,
in slow season. In slow season.
And I'm happy for you. I get paid, Clarence gets paid, and we get to do it again.
Yeah.
We do not have to buy these houses. So round up, listen, the link is in the video description below. Get signed up. If you got to go, I understand. I'm going to stay on here for a little while longer with Clarence. We're going to be all day, 11 o'clock. We're starting Eastern Standard Time. The date is in the video description as well. If you're watching this past the date, you can still download it. We will have the link to get the training. But if you want to be live with us in the workshop, it's March 12th. Okay, so the stuff is in the video description. Don't hesitate. Get signed up now so you can save a few dollars, because the price will go up at midnight tonight. I promise you. Tammy, go ahead, Clarence.
I was reading another comment, and they were
where is it at?
They were asking about, can you do it with anything outside of homes, condos?
Oh, the condo, yeah, we covered. Yeah, go ahead.
There are individuals who actually go to apartment complexes, and they will pick up multiple apartment units at a time and put them on short-term rental. So, it can be houses, townhouses, condos, apartments, mobile homes. You got some options.
Sky's the limit.
You can do.
What about people that say, well, I may have a rental property, but it's in a bad area? What would you say to them, Clarence, and how do you handle that?
Okay, who are they first? Are they the property owner, or are they the person that actually wants to do the short-term rental?
Let's say for somebody that comes that says, both of them. If I'm an owner, I have a property in a challenged high crime area.
Yeah.
And I'm an owner, and to say if I'm the investor looking to do something, looking to rent them Airbnb arbitrage, just rent their property from them. Tell me about just the perspective of that particular property and the person.
Well, if they feel hesitant about what they can bring in for their property, that's where my light bulb lights up, because I know I feel I can bring value. So what I'm going to do on my end, I'm going to do my research, and I'm going to figure out, what do the numbers tell me? Do the numbers say that I can still make a margin on this property? And to the extent that I can, listen, stop dealing with undesirable tenants. Let me manage this for you. How much money do you want? And their expectation may be low. Like, man, I know I can't get but $1,000 for this. Great. You know what? I'll give you $1,000 a month, and let me handle it. Any of the repairs under a certain threshold, I'm going to take care of it. Well, you probably can't do. Hey, don't worry about that. I'm going to guarantee you your money.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
And I'm not going to take the property if I don't know that I can cash flow what I want to cash flow on it. So,
how about the documents, Clarence, that you go when you are renting, or you're renting a property from a landlord? Okay, are you going to include that stuff?
Oh, yeah. So as a part of the course, you'll get to see leases that we actually use, and that actually speaks to the agreement between us as the new property manager, tenant, and the other property owner, that gives us the right to use this. So, don't try to trick folks. You be upfront, let them know what you are doing, get the buy-in, and it becomes a great partnership.
Yep. Erica, the workshop is going to be, thank you for asking, that is March 12th, 11 a.m. But that's not to say if you miss it, if you can't make it, just get the recordings. There's a button right there on the checkout page where you can get the recordings for that. March 12th is all virtual, all online. Yeah,
so you'll get the profit analyzer. You'll get to see some of the actual leases that we have used with landlords. Also, what you'll get to do is, I even have templates for different furniture templates, your staging budget templates for
Let's talk about that.
3-bedroom. Yeah. Yeah, and so just depending on what type of house, how many bedrooms, how many baths, how big the property is, you're going to have a staging budget for each one of these property types. So, and I just, included in the course, we're going to give you a few different ones, 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 3 bedroom, 1 bath, 4 bedrooms. So you can see, hey, this is what it is. And we'll even include, you know, different items such as different furniture. You may want to get different beds. So all of that will be included in the course.
Thank you, Clarence. Thank you. Thank you. Roundup. If you hadn't signed up yet, just go to the video description below. There's a link right there if you want to get super early bird special, which will be ending tonight. Okay. Last thing, Clarence, I want to not last, but we can keep going on and on. We talked about staging.
Mhm.
How about managing the tenants coming and going? I know when I deal with a regular tenant, it's one move in, then they call me a million times and they have
Mhm.
things that break and I got to go deal with all that stuff. So tell me a little bit about managing short-term tenants.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, this is your business, so you can dictate how often you want people to come into your property or how not so often you want people to come into your property. I know
Mhm.
some short-term rental operators, they'll have 2 guests coming in every week. I know that might be too much turnover for some other individuals. So your flavor may be, I want 1 to 2 tenants per month, or 1 tenant per month, or 1 tenant every 2 months. Again, it depends on how active you want to be. Do you have the infrastructure to accommodate a higher turnover? And so that's a lot of things that we're going to talk about, how to build that team and what it looks like to do
Sweet.
that.
Sweet. Round up, get your questions in. Tammy wants to know she has a property in another state. Can you show me how I can automate the short-term rental process, Clarence?
I have a property in another state. Can you show me how I can? Oh yeah, we'll definitely be able to talk about the different ways to do automation. A lot of my things are automated, and I'm just going to give you one big one. Um, Having a mentor or another co-host who is experienced and has a infrastructure in a particular area, that's a great way to go too. So,
Partnership too.
mhm.
Gotcha. Queen Muhammad Ali. Clarence, do you utilize furnished finder?
Oh yeah, Furnish Finder is great for, that's actually one of the ones that I say are more niche, and that's more niche for your traveling nurses. So yeah, you actually can utilize Finder,
Gotcha.
but to be honest, I get more from Airbnb myself, but I do utilize that as well.
Gotcha. Jesse, are the docs being sent email? Oh, you will have the workbook the day before. We'll have that all ready for you. So what's going to happen, Jesse? Good question. When you show up for the training, in the video description of the training, you'll be able to download as a Google Doc, and you can just download it and follow along. Clarence has prepared all these bean counter slides
You
that
gotta
he's
know
going
the
to be.
numbers. You have got to know the numbers. And what I say as it relates to business, something can look pretty, but we want money in our pocket.
Yeah,
And so we can't lead with emotion. Let's lead with the numbers first. And then once the numbers make sense, then you can lead with some emotion.
gotcha,
Yes, I am a
gotcha.
numbers guy. And so I focus on what story do the numbers tell.
It's cool because I just feel like I attract guys like you, and then the guys that aren't. I'm like, Clarence, what about the sizzle? What are we attracting these people to?
Outside
And
of
he's,
seeing,
huh?
oh, I was
Okay,
reading that comment.
I'm
Outside
sorry,
of
Erica.
seeing, will we be able to have these things? If you're talking about having the profit analyzer, yes, you'll be able to
That
have that.
comes
Will
with
you
it.
be able
That's
to
right.
have a sample of the lease agreement? Yes. Will you be able to have the budget template for the various, bedroom sizes of your properties? Yes.
We'll get that to you. I'll get that to you. Chris P, you ordered it. Hey, okay, yeah, Taisha. I need. They're travel nurses, Clarence. Maybe we could bring them on for a candid, impromptu thing.
Oh yeah,
Possibly
yeah.
during the workshop, they can just talk about their experience. That might be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, good to see you, Jeff. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for your support, my friend. Congratulations. Good to see you.
For the folks who are traveling nurses, while you're right here, can you put in the comments how you typically look for your properties?
That's a
So
good
that'll
question.
be, yeah, yeah. Share
How you
with
look
us
for yours?
if you go to different properties. Share with us how you find different properties that you frequent in.
I need to reach out to them. They sent me their phone number. The deal analyzer, you get it the day of. You get it the day of. And all the link, once you check out, the link, Tammy, will be right on the checkout page. Just save that, and we will email you the link as well. Everybody, if you're like a dinosaur like me and you're not really good with the internet and all that, we will email you the link to the training. Okay. Clarence, this has been cool, man. I enjoy hanging out with you. I always learn something, brother. You're just you're a trailblazer and doing some new things out here in the marketplace.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, and I'm learning a lot of information from you as well. So
Mhm.
I love how we piggyback off of one another, and we create that synergy, as we like to talk about, or 1 + 1 can equal something greater than 2, greater
That's
than
right.
3, 4, 5, 10.
It's something, isn't it? It's truly amazing. It's nothing but supernatural, in my opinion. So,
Yes,
all
sir.
right. Any other questions? Anything you wanted to cover real quick, Clarence? That's all I got, man. We're getting ready. We are ready. The Travel Nurse Airbnb short-term workshop is here. All right. March
Hmm.
12th, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You get registered in the video description. Don't wait. After tonight, price goes up. Super early bird special is over. Okay. I'm doing this because I love you. I want to see y'all succeed. I
Yes,
want serious
sir.
people in this thing.
Yeah. So I just want to say to round up and everybody that's on the call, I'm excited to to work with Kris to bring this to you, and I want to see everyone do well. Uh, so thank you for supporting. Thank you for allowing me to be up here to share some information with you. I'm excited.
Yeah, cool. Clarence, it's good to see you. And I'll talk to you later. Roundup. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We got
Let's get
800
Kris
more
over
people.
100,000. Let's do it.
800 more people, y'all. Can y'all believe this? Patricia, look at that. Patricia, I think she likes to give me a hard time. Look at this comment right here, Clarence. It's about damn time.
It is.
Patricia, I promise you, I have felt the same way for the last. I'm like, Clarence, what about this day? Man, how about this day? This day can't lock him
Right.
down. We got him, y'all. We got
You know
him.
what? There's one comment I actually want to read and
Where is it at?
slightly talk about. It says, GT, if the
Okay.
units if the units have potential for travel nurse Airbnb, but it is in need of a renovation, not
Oh, I
just a
love that.
staging, how is this executed?
I love that.
Who would do the renovations on a property, or do you push for the purchase? It all depends. But the great thing I like about that is if it needs renovation, to me, that is a great negotiating standpoint. Just like when you look, and Kris, you can correct me if you're wrong, you don't always want the house that's on the MLS that's at full retail value. You want to get the ugly house because you can get a discount. Same strategy. You can get it at a discount because it has some things that needs to be done.
Yep.
So don't necessarily walk away from it. Think of it as it is an opportunity, especially if part of your team you have the right, contractors, handyman, painters that can actually help you get this place renovated. You can come off adding more value to the property owner, and that value, can you leverage that to make a better deal for yourself.
That's
What do
right.
you think, Kris?
Yeah, we have done that twice. I'm like, where else? Check this out, y'all. Where else in the world you can go work with a landlord? You could do the reno. You could put 10, 15 in it and stage it so you got 20 out of your pocket. As long as you have enough time to hold the property and get your money back over time, you are going to be all to the good. And that's
Mhm.
what Clarence and I are doing. Look, let's say a landlord has somebody move out. This is a strategy we're deploying, y'all. We are doing this. Landlord moves out. I
Wow.
mean, a tenant moves out, and we can fix it up and stage it, get cash flow for the next X amount of out of years. Game over. I don't have to buy the house.
Yeah.
They take care of all the large repairs. Central heating and air goes out. Roof leaking, plumbing, electrical. Man, it's just a no brainer. And once again, y'all know I'm a real estate guy. I'm an owner, right? But when Clarence approached me for this stuff, I'm like, let me at least be open. I have to be open and willing to learn new strategies.
Right. And when you add that value to a property owner, guess what? They'll come back and buy from you again.
Yeah. They'll love you. They'll love you.
I have three clients or property owners I've partnered with, and now they're on their next set of doing deals with me.
Wow. That's crazy. That is so cool.
You know?
Cinder block. Moises, no cinder block tonight, just a saw. All right, Clarence. Anything else, brother?
No, I think we're good. I'm excited for next week. So everybody sign up. You can get this course for less than 2 tanks of gas. And if you got a really big SUV, it's just about the price of 1 tank of gas. So you're gonna love this information. And if you're really serious about getting started, want to add another stream of income, we need multiple streams of income. I think this is a great opportunity to do it, and you're going to get the tools to let you know how to do it and how to be profitable doing it.
Step by step, interfacing with landlords. What do you say to them? Clarence has a script. He's going to give you what you talk to these landlords so you can talk them into working with them. And I call it a value stack, adding value. He's got so many things that you can use to stack the favor in favor of the landlord, as opposed to you saying, I want to rent your property and make all this money, right? He got several things he's going to give you to show you what you can give them to make them more possible, make them believe in what you're doing. Not only that, but to want to do business with you and to be happy. Because when he approached me, I was happy to do business with him because he had layered this value add on, stacked value on it with me. Jeff, Clarence, do standalone houses work better than apartments?
It depends. I know that's probably not the answer you want to hear, but I'm gonna go back to what
sound like the IRS. Go ahead.
What do the numbers tell you? But I can say this: sometimes if you can go to a certain apartment complex, and if you can negotiate a great deal where you can pick up several properties at one time, you have speed that way, as opposed to one house here, one house there, one house here. But it still goes back to what does the story that the numbers tell you? What income you're bringing in versus the expenses that you're putting out. And you also have to factor in upfront costs in terms of whether it's staging, deposits you have to put down, first month rents, factor all that in. So
sweet. Okay. All right, brother Clarence, I had you for an hour, my friend.
Wow, time has went by very fast, but I think when you're having fun, that's what happens.
It is, man. Clarence, it's an honor to have met your acquaintance. Just be able to work with another brother and bring this to our community is an honor. Okay.
Thank you, sir. The honor
Round up. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like button, y'all. We're at 99,200 subscribers. We're almost there. You have voted us in. Get signed up. You got 4 more hours to get the super early bird discount for the Travel Nurse Airbnb short-term rental virtual workshop. It's all online. All you got to do is roll out of the bed, cut the phone on. You're right there. You're going to get the workbook, follow along. You're going to get me and Clarence all day, right? Nothing but a tank of gas for now. It will go up tonight at midnight. And you're going to learn how to actually make money passively, monthly cash, without having to buy the property. And you can do this if you do own the property too, because I'm an owner. I mean, I'm doing it. I'm an owner. So either way, this works. Why not at least explore the option? I'm teaching this stuff to people all around the country, man. So, all right, Roundup. I'll see you soon. Clarence, thank you, my brother.
Thank you, sir.
Peace, Roundup.